Hello, I'm Rachel Beeman. I'm a team leader with Usborne Books and More, and I am here tonight in my bedroom to talk to you about books that are perfect for reading aloud to your children. Now, this is where we do a lot of read aloud time for my family, so that's why I wanted to share books here with you. Reading aloud is one of the most wonderful gifts that you can give to your child. For younger children, it helps them to develop their language knowledge and skills, helps them to learn how to talk at an early age, and exposes them to a variety of words to increase their vocabulary throughout their life. For slightly older children, it helps them learn how to read and helps them foster a lifelong love of reading as something that is joyful and shared and pleasurable. Now, for babies, perfect read-alouds could be things like sturdy board books. I love these colorful stories with the vintage illustrations. We have I Want to Be an Astronaut and I Want to Be a Lion Tamer. I just love the way that these pictures are drawn. The stories are really short and cute and just foster a sense of imagination in a child to think about all the different things they might want to be when they grow up. I Want to Be an Astronaut is all about adventurous jobs and kind of jobs that they might not have thought about before, like being a spy or being an archaeologist. I Want to Be a Lion Tamer is all about animal related jobs, like an animal rescue volunteer or lion tamer. So it's really, they're both really fun and cute to read babies through preschool. Now if you have a child that wants a funny story, our dinosaur series is great. I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. Nice, silly illustrations. You can see the colorful text. You can even sing this story to the tune of Row, Row Your Boat. Your children will be giggling along with the dinosaur bakes a cake, or if you purchase I'm a Dirty Dinosaur as the dinosaur takes a bath. Really fun for children. Now if you're looking for something sweet, our I Love You books are perfect. We have I Love You Americanly and I Love You Animally, whichever one you choose. It's all about the different types of love a parent can have for a child. Americanly also has lovely illustrations to expose children to different places in the country that they may never have been before, the Statue of Liberty or Cape Cod, or in the end you have a whole map of the United States. I Love You Shiningly, Freely Americanly, I Love You So, From Sea to Shining Sea. Lovely bedtime read aloud book. Now if you prefer classic stories, classic children's literature, Kitty Cat, Where Have You Been? This is classic nursery rhymes made into a lovely picture book for slightly older children. You can see the first cover page has a map of where Kitty Cat is going, and then these lovely, sweet, colorful illustrations. In this one, Kitty Cat is exploring London, so you can see the sights as she goes there too. We have another book about Paris and a book where Kitty Cat goes to New York coming out soon. Now before we move on, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up All Better. This isn't really exclusively a read aloud book, it's an interactive book, but it's just so popular. Kids can read it alone or they can read it together. This is a board book with reusable stickable band-aids. You can see dog has a boo-boo, ouch. Your children learn to clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it, and help make it all better. These stickers will last forever, for as long as you own the stickers, your children can use this book. This book is a smash hit. It sells out whenever we have it, so if it's currently in stock and you have a child toddler through preschool, I strongly recommend you snap this up because they're just going to love it for years to come. Now going back to some more classic tales, we also have our Peek Inside series. Peek Inside a Fairy Tale. Lovely, gorgeous cutouts and flaps to encourage children to have hands-on exploration of a classic tale. This is Cinderella. We also have Little Red Riding Hood, and we have Beauty and the Beast. Sleeping Beauty is coming out soon. If you have a Sleeping Beauty enthusiast in your family, we currently also have this lovely sound book, beautiful picture book with nice illustrations and sound buttons that will play excerpts from Tchaikovsky's ballet. I'm not going to press it now because my children are sleeping, but the quality really is very nice. Now we also have a large box set that's a picture book gift set. Inside it contains about 30 different picture books, classic tales like Railway Children, Little Mermaid, Heidi, things like that. You can see not too much text per page, so this is great for a child that is ready for a story and you want to explore these classic tales with them, but they're not really ready for the original text yet. So it would also be very nice for a child who is a confident reader but isn't really ready for more grown-up material, so they could read this with you or along with you. Usborne is also known for padded picture books. We have classics like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, this lovely squishy padded cover, or things like On the Moon that encourage exploration of imagination, a child imagining what it would be like to go to the moon. You can look at the illustrations. It has a little bit of nonfiction information in it too, but not too many words per page again. My favorite of our padded books are the Pipkin series, How Deep is the Sea, and How Big is a Million. I love Pipkin, this little penguin that asks big questions about concepts of scale. Your children will enjoy reading the beautiful picture book, and they'll also be learning all different kinds of math and science concepts as they do it. I think it's really special and wonderful addition to a home library. Now, if you have a child who's getting a new sibling or who just got a new sibling, Albert and Little Henry is a great book about being a big brother or big sister. Albert just got a little brother, Little Henry, and he loves his little brother, but his parents don't have as much time for him anymore, and that makes him start to feel a little bit small. You can see as the story goes by, he gets smaller and smaller, talking about how he's not really feeling important in his family. And in the end, that makes him really angry, and he feels alone. But he learns in the end that his parents still love him very much, and he has a very important role as a big brother and as an individual in his family. Very sweet story. Now, again, if you have an older child that likes funny tales, Gobble Gobble Moo Tractor Book or Dan the Taxi Man are great picture books that encourage you to make noises as you read them. In Gobble Gobble Moo, you're going to be making animal noises as the animals imagine what it would be like to drive Farmer Ben's tractor. And in Dan the Taxi Man, you make instrument noises as you're riding along with the band on the way to their gig. Can I Join Your Club? Also kind of silly because you make some animal noises in this too, but it's teaching children about the value of being an includer. Duck wants to join various clubs and he keeps getting denied because he is not quite like the other animals in the club. And so in the end, what he does is he forms his own club and everyone is approved. He lets everyone into his club and his club becomes very popular, and he decides that you can never have too many friends. What a great message for children to have. Now, if you're trying to teach your children about perspectives and helping them to develop a sense of empathy, this story, Tale Two Beasts, is a wonderful addition for preschoolers and kindergartners. It tells the same story from two different perspectives. First, you get the perspective of the little girl, and then you get the perspective of the wild beast. Now, the little girl thinks she is rescuing this beast and being nice to him and taking him home, but from his perspective, she kind of kidnapped him. He was comfortable in the forest and having a good time. It's a wonderful kind of funny tale that teaches children that there are two sides to every story. Now, these next few books are some of our most popular picture books, and they all come with plush toys if you would like that as well. The first is The Curious Case of the Missing Mammoth. This is a lovely picture book with interactive flaps and fold-out pages. It's full of nonfiction facts as a child wanders through a natural history museum looking for a missing baby mammoth late at night. It's really fun and funny, and they have quite the adventure with the dinosaurs and everything coming to life. Lovely. You can get a little toy baby mammoth with this as well. Jonathan James and the What If Monster is a very sweet story about a little boy, Jonathan James, who sometimes feels kind of worried, and he gets a lot of what ifs into his head, like, what if you tumble? What if there's wind? What if you slip and your knee gets skinned? And he goes through all these different situations in his day, and he feels worried about the different things that could go wrong. And then at the end, he learns, well, hold on, I don't have to listen to all my what ifs. I can turn it back around. What if I climb to the top of that tree and I never fall and get a skinned knee? And he learns to have a sense of confidence in himself and have fun. So, great story about taking chances and believing in yourself. Another story about having confidence, Cordelia. This is a lovely picture book about a little girl, Cordelia, who believes that she can fly. And she has a wonderful time flying through the air with the birds and visiting the moon until the day people doubt that she can fly. They said that she was silly, and they said that she was wrong. They made Cordelia doubt who she'd been all along. And as their words filled her head, her heart began to sink. Does who you are depend on what other people think? I think that's a really powerful, large lesson for children to learn. And as Cordelia goes through and she doubts herself, you know, she feels kind of sad, and the color is stripped from her world. But in the end, she decides, no, she remembered who she was and that she loved to fly. As the doubts of others fell away, she rose into the sky. Cordelia began to fly again, to sing and play and soar, because what others thought didn't matter anymore. She knew just who she was, she knew who she could be, and this belief in herself set Cordelia free. I love this story. You can get a little toy Cordelia, you can get a little What If Monster for Jonathan James also. Now, Nibbles, so super popular, we came out with a sequel. This is our original Nibbles, the book monster. He eats his way through classic tales like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So funny. Laugh out loud. Your kids will just giggle so hard at how he changes the stories, and then in the end, he escapes from his crate again. There's an actual hole in this book. So fun. This was so popular that there was a second book ordered, Nibbles and the Dinosaur Guide. Instead of eating his way through fairy tales and nursery rhymes, this time he eats his way through a dinosaur book. And you can imagine what kind of trouble Nibbles gets into with the dinosaurs. Now, our last and newest interactive book is called Ludwig the Space Dog. This is so fun. 3D glasses. Ludwig lives in a flat world, but he dreams about going to outer space. This comes with actual glasses that your child can put on in a little envelope to keep them in. So beautiful when they wear the glasses and they interact with the floating material If you have any memories about 3D movies and 3D glasses as a child, you will have so much fun reading this with your child and just exploring the wonder of 3D with them. Ludwig the Space Dog. Now, some of my favorite read-alouds are our larger illustrated tales. We have things like 10-minute stories, beautiful classic tales for read-alouds for kind of preschool or early elementary school when you want a nice 10-minute story. We even have 5-minute stories if 10 minutes is too long. We have classic volumes like Aesop's. My current favorite is Illustrated Fables from Around the World. This is different stories from different countries, and each story has its own color palette. You can see that's kind of reflective of the country of origin, tales of creation and nature and weather. Lovely. If you have a child that likes Moana, there's a story about Maui in here. I love this, and this again has this squishy, lovely cover. And then for older children, even high school, we have pure classics like Shakespeare, Dickens. We have some compiled volumes that have Mark Twain and Rudyard Kipling and things like that. So no matter how old your child is, there's the perfect read aloud. These have beautiful illustrations that even an older child will enjoy looking at. And you can just share little abridged versions. And if you really love some classics, we have a couple of unabridged versions as well, things like Little Women and Visitor of Oz. All right, I hope you enjoyed our read aloud video. We have so many tales. I'd love to share them all with you, but this has already been very long. So please let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to help you find the perfect read aloud books for your child.